for the Edman, the results.
It depends what you call edema.
Yeah, I have to give you a report about the man I was follow who have heads.
Who had what? Hate.
Heads, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so they gone to the control.
This is the process. Can you please explain in the background? I don't want to do it. What it means, what you've done, that we all appreciate. You taking, the point is, let me explain how Paul works and how a lot of you are working. We see this with the doctors, we see this with public, we see this with all sorts of path of life. You have seen and you know the system can make a difference, and you have taken a step to take that chance to make the difference in somebody's life, disability, illness, cancer, whatever, or even the knowledge. And you're testing it. People know what they are involved in because they have no other choice, but not having a choice is not a question. In being able to understand more is the question, or in understanding more what this technology can do. So people like Paul, people like me, people like many other people across the planet have been given a new tool to change man, and Paul is one of them. He does it his way. We do it our way. The other doctors do it different. Alex in Africa does it. Dr. Goto does it different way. In China, we see different people. In India, understanding is different. In South America, people see the gas and the application according to their own. There is no foreign substance. There is no development of mixing new chemicals. The materials you use is natural on what our body is made of, and when you interact it, there is no FDA, there is no health authorities, there is nothing, because no one can stop you drinking water. And this is what Paul has done, and what he's explaining about AIDS in Africa, how he has interfered and how he has seen the change. And the doctors who do not know what he's doing have seen the change, but they do not know how to handle the position. Would you like to explain, please?
Yeah, Mr. Kesh. So
Go from the beginning. Go from the beginning. Give us the history of the man for those who don't know.
okay, it starts with the house, the wife.
Yes.
So his son said to me, his mother have a head, and I say we have new technology, and we can try it and see what we can get like results. And they say they need life. If we can do it, they will be very happy. So I prepare for the first time CO2 plasma liquids, and I put it in their water to drink, water to cook, water for cleaning house, water for everything, bath, and I prepare also shop with this plasma liquid of CO2 to give them. And she only take bath, drinking, washing their clothes, their house, their environments with CO2 plasma liquid. And 1 week, starting second week, so we start see some results. But when she starts drinking at the second days, she's urine and other things have changed the color. And 1 week, starting second week, so she feel fiber, tired, another things. So I tell to her to continue, and she continues. And after small time, all these have stopped, and she become more powerful. And at the second week, end of second week, I decide to implement now the system. So I prepare this plasma liquid for zinc oxide, copper oxide, CH3, and CO2. And I make again the same system, put it in his water to drink, cook, bath, wash his clothes, and other things with this. And after she gone to control at the hospital, and then doctor asked to her, what product you have taken? And she say nothing. She sent me message and say, I tell to her to say nothing because I know their mentalities. I know doctor mentalities. When they get information that there is some people who have this result, who have this medicine, so they will start looking for you and start planning bad thing for you. So she sent me message. I say nothing, and doctor say, she said to doctor that nothing, and doctor say this is not possible because I know your state before you come here. No, you are near to finish with the eggs. I should go to your house and see the product you take. And doctor carry her and go she's home and check what he find. He only find water. And doctor say, if you are going like this, in 2 weeks you can finish with this eggs. And the doctor say to her to come back for the control after 1 month. And last week she go to the control, but please let me precise something. Before, I never know that she's housebound also have the same problem. So when I prepare this system for her, she give also to his housebound, and both they are taking this. And then when they gone to the control last week, doctors say for the housebound, his age is 78 years. Doctor say, I check everything. No, you live 78 years and become 18 years man. You become very younger. Nobody can never believe. And for the wife, he say, I cannot understand, but you can wait. I cannot give my final decision, but I have to see what you have used. So I have understand the psychology of this doctor. He don't want to give the result like this, but for the husband, he said that you live 70, 80 years to 18 years. This is very strange, and this nobody cannot believe it. And he said, I have checked everything in the control. I cannot believe it. And again, doctor carry all them and go to their home to see what they are taking. So I think next time I will bring them online themselves. They will say what happened to them. So this is what I have done with.
But are they free of AIDS now?
Yeah, for the husband, yes.
And the wife?
the wife daughter say, I cannot give my final decision because I cannot understand what happened with you. So I have understand beyond of this that she will be also free.
But is she free?
Yeah.
Is
So
she
I
free of
cannot
it?
conform. I have to wait until the last decision of this daughter. I don't know what you want to check.
Okay, I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Take, nobody knows they've got AIDS.
Yeah.
Take both of them
Yeah.
to a clinic, to a doctor,
Yeah.
and say, we want to check for AIDS.
Yeah.
You have the
I will.
answer tomorrow morning.
Okay, I will do this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you need it to be confirmed independently. If she's been taking medicine for AIDS for a long time,
Yeah.
and now she hasn't got anything, you don't need to wait for a doctor. They're not decision makers. They are announcers of a, what do you call it, an outcome.
Okay, I will do this.
So take her, take both of them, say, this couple suspect AIDS, could you test them? If it comes negative, you got your answer.
Thank you. I will do this, Mr. Keshe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. I would like you to write a paper on this. Write
Okay.
what you did, step by
Okay.
step, the name of the people you can blank out. You
Okay.
ask the doctor if they want to be named, and the outcome, the blood results. You ask the doctor, can we have the blood results? You take your blood results. The most will have a blood results from the AIDS, any communication with the doctor, they have AIDS in the past years, and the medicines they've taken. And I invite you to present this paper in Ghana.
Thank you. I will do this.
This is your job, because Africa is suffering deeply with this problem. I've seen some of my friends losing the battle in Africa, people who used to work in our offices. So even if he's made a man young, or if he's even eradicated the AIDS, it is it's a paper to submit. And if you can get us in the next few days blood results, confirmed blood results from laboratory, and the letter from the doctors they have no AIDS, and you can get from these people other communication to say they had AIDS and they've been taking medication or whatever, or from the file of the doctor who doesn't believe, you can get hold of those documents. We put your process on a blueprint of health.
Okay, I will do
So
this.
the way we release blueprint for energy, this is a blueprint for health. And this is the blueprint you've tested and it works. This is sharing knowledge openly, and people can go everywhere in Africa, anywhere in the world, where they can, what do you call it? Try it. Very simple. I understand the mixture you used and the way you used it. And it's very correct. And write it as a blueprint, submit it with this evidence, and let the other people who are fathers and mothers of children who can lose life to do it. It doesn't cost more than a few cents, but it frees Africa from a lot of deaths and suffering, a lot of children who have no mother and father. Some of you don't understand, or you have never understood, or you've never been made to understand the implication of this disease. I have watched this process for years in Africa. I've run businesses in Africa for years, and I've seen this plague. A child loses mother, a child loses father, a child loses both, and then cannot be fed. The child is sold majority of the time into slavery and everything else which goes with abuse of children. They become foot soldiers of the other misconduct of the man. The faster, if we see solution in different shape, this is not the only way to overcome AIDS. Other doctors are testing in Africa, different part of Africa. We have to find solutions for our own freedom, and this is one of them. Doesn't need the FDA approved to drink water, to walk away with AIDS, malaria, and everything else which we need to do. I salute you. I thank you for your work, Paul. You setting new standards in freedom of use of the knowledge of the plasma, and this is what it has to be. Thank you indeed. Write it, send it to doctors at spaceshipinstitute.org.
Okay.
Klaus will put it on a blueprint. We'll bring it on the blueprint of the Keshe Foundation website. The blueprint is not just for energy unit or maglev. You find a way, you can scientifically prove it, you bring it. I would love you to submit this paper in Ghana, and I would love you if you can submit this paper in Europe in December.
So I will do this.
You do a beautiful presentations, many times you've done. Put it in a scientific form. Yours does not have to have abstracts and blah blah. The way you think counts. The way you like. The setting of having abstracts and this and that is the way they block people to do what they like. But you can write about AIDS. Somebody goes on the website, clicks on the AIDS, you can see what it is. What I would love you to do, can you explain just the process of using? And our team in the background will write it down and put in a blueprint till we receive. Because if we can save a life of one man one day to be a father to a child, cannot be delayed till you find time to write it. Can you explain again? And Dr. Klaus in the background, could you write it and put it on the blueprint? The same with Vince.
Yeah, Mr. Keshe can do it.
Can you explain to us from just the what you made and how it was applied?
First, I take plasma liquid of CO2. I make plasma liquid of CO2. And she only drink CO2 plasma liquid. Only. No other water, no other things. What she have to use is CO2 plasma liquid. This is the first process. For washing his clothes, so I have understand that if we wash the clothes with these plasma liquids, we will get also the clothes will become plasma. The clothes will become in plasma plasma condition. Plasma condition. So we wash. I advise her to wash the clothes with this. I advise them to wash their house also with this plasma liquid CO2 for the first time. Because according to my understanding, what you have explained about CO2 property, I say this can help to clean the disease. So that's why.
So what you use is only CO2, okay?
Yeah, in the first time.
Yeah.
And this CO2 plasma liquid give to her at the second days the changement of urine, where she gets insights.
Okay, okay. We're going very, 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 very nice.
Yeah.
So you just gave them the what do you call it? Plasma of liquid CO2. They wash with it, they drink it, and they cook with it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else. They don't drink any water.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the first time. And this give the results of changing of urine at the second days. And this plasma liquid of CO2 bring also has at the point where she get fever, she get tired, other things like she's health want to fall down. So this plasma liquid of CO2 bring at this point.
Okay.
Can you continue? So
yes, carry on.
at the 1 week and a half, so she starts feeling tired, she starts feeling fever and other things, and I advise her to continue. And end of the second week, his health is now stable, so she no feel nothing, and she call me say, no, I am going good. And I have understand that I have now to implement the system. So at this point, I have decided now to bring CH3 plasma liquid inside, zinc oxide plasma liquid inside, CO plasma liquid inside, and again CO2. So these 4 Gans plasma liquid now
Okay,
I mix
let
together.
me explain. You put zinc oxide Gans plasma,
Yeah.
you put CO2 Gans plasma, you put copper oxide Gans plasma, and the other one?
Both these 4.
Repeat
Hello.
the 4. Yes, can you repeat the 4 again, please?
Yeah. First time is CO2 plasma liquid.
Yes. And the second time after a week and a half?
So I mix again CO2 plasma liquid, zinc oxide plasma liquid, CH3 plasma liquid, and CO plasma liquid.
Yes.
And
Are they
then
drinking? Are they drinking the same as before, washing the same as before, and everything else?
yes, exactly. He drink, wash, and clean his house, everything with this.
Now, okay, and then?
What I have add also, I have make shop of CO2 plasma liquid for her. There was taking bath with this shop. This is what I have done in
Even
additionally.
wash with it? With
Yeah.
this? Okay.
So this is what I have done. So
And this is the result you've seen?
yeah, and this is the result.
Okay, let me explain in the background. Let me explain why scientifically to you is strange but does work. The reason for it is very simple. AIDS is a virus, is an energy pack. And now is much stronger energy pack than CO2 or copper oxide, because it's a very potential difference in the strength of its plasma, which is given to the amino acid. So what you see scientifically we can explain in the plasma technology, the stronger the stronger field, which is the AIDS as a process, delivers its energy to the weaker CO2 or gives its energy to the others. The CH3 in this process feeds those weaker cells which have been damaged by the AIDS. So in mixing zinc oxide, it supports the emotion. In CO2 and CuO, it supports the damage to the muscle tissues and the brain tissues. And with the CH3, is an energy balance, which now the damaged cells which are released from the what you call grip of the AIDS, now they need replenishing. They need to gain their strength. Otherwise, you have that depletion. So you need the CH3. And this is a beautiful system. This is how it should work. It's a virus. And a combination of these energies is what you need in a space. When you overcome, when you hit, you've been touched by extra plasma, you need to recover from it. It doesn't come from anywhere else. If you cannot support the damaged cells, which comes through CH3, then you lose the battle because the damage is there, physical damage is there. So you balance, you take energy with the CO2 from the cell of what you call AIDS or whatever else, which is a virus. You support the emotion and physicality, and you allow the support to build up. CH3 is very much here, behaves like a folic acid. CH3 here in its atomic structure works as a very much like a cobalt. Division of the other energies for absorption. The CH3 in this combination, carbon is used for connection. H3 in a plasmatic condition very much behaves like tritium, which allows division. It works what you call in the body of the man, we always talked about cobalt. In the child when he's going to grow up, you speak about folic acid. In a Gans state plasma of CH3, CH3 behaves as an energy giver, as a divider too. Depends on what orientation it sits. So it can divide the energy, even the energy of the virus itself can become energy of the body. It's the conversion. So you don't need to look for more energy outside. The virus is breaking itself up, and the CH3 allows that division. It's another way of taking cobalt. It's another way of taking B12, you call it. So if you understand the science behind it, it works very nicely. Thank you very much, Paul. Brennan, could you please make a blueprint of this and put it on the Keshe Foundation blueprint? And it's optional to use for people.